Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is RevereSkye, RevereSkye's Essence. Melanated, indigenous, black people need healing, especially the ones in the South on I-10, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida need healing, need cleansing, especially the ones whose families were prisoners of war, whose cities and towns got bombarded with disease and discomfort, plagued with disease and discomfort. Money, thuggery, drugs. And then someone spoke to me and was like, I already know this stuff. Like, information circulates and people want to express it as if you don't know it, but I already knew it. I just listen because I want to see how that person related to the issue. And he was like, they hurdled all the pregnant women around and would get the strongest man on the plantation and would violate him in front of the woman. And that trauma would go through the baby for generations like a curse, right? So to all the people that believe in slavery, like their family came from some type of slavery, especially to the indigenous, okay? It's time that y'all start doing cleansings. Us do cleansings. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Do spiritual cleansings, earthing, sun gazing, water hydromancy, Tai Chi, anything to spiritually elevate you, meditation. Again, that's Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and Mondays. Eat your vegetables. Eat your water. Practice who you are. Don't worry about nobody else. Just worry about you. And think about Texas is so obese. They have a high center chakra there. That's why they're putting down so much pavement. They blame it on all the people there, but that's not the case. They're trying to use the concrete and the buildings and the towers to suppress the Kundalini energy there. It's a chakra there that's so powerful. That's why they pump out all that meat and food and obesity in that area. They probably not even eating that much. It may be a frequency that's causing them to multiply. Okay? Trust me when I tell you this. Louisiana, very high spiritual place, connected right to Texas and the Gulf of Mexico and Mexico. Why would they have these people turn on themselves? Why would they have to send a hurricane in there so wild to battle the land spirits and the people who harness that spirit? Because they're very powerful people. They had supernatural powers that had to be suppressed. Think about it. They were the conjurers. They were doing the magic. They were doing the voodoo. They was dealing with the spiritual elements of the waters. Then you got Mississippi and the Mississippi River. And remember, the Mississippi River is there with Louisiana and everything. Then you got Alabama, but let's go to Mississippi. Those people are plagued by slavery. Plagued by it. They need spiritual healing. They need spiritual cleansing. They're going through so much when in fact they're supposed to be allowing the river to purify who they are, right? The Mississippi, like you're literally by the Mississippi and you can't get it together. You can't get out of it. If you're not farming, growing your own food, doing spiritual healing work and detoxing and cleaning and practicing your supernatural powers, your Qigong, your Taoism, your Tai Chi, you're not bringing your prana to life, you're not activating your Merkaba, your light body. And then Alabama, right there connected to Georgia and Florida and Mississippi. They are traumatized by slavery for some reason. But remember, those the Creek Indians, those the Muskogee Indians. We got to snap out of it. Cleansing is a must. Sending out spiritual intent is a must. And you have to be your own lighthouse in your own space at your own free will. And visualize Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. Picture it, visualize it, cleansing, removing the toxic, any toxic mentality, any toxic thinking, any toxic people, the people who pollute the river, the St. Johns River that flows north in Florida, the people who pollute the Mississippi River and create droughts. Cleanse and purge these areas. Psychologically send out that intent. There's a person I know born in Jacksonville, Florida, right? But I was wondering why psychologically this person was having so much trauma. I realized that they said their mother was born in Mississippi. And why they brought up that story about the pregnant women having to watch the strongest man on the plantation in the book, right? Now I realize how his trauma correlates with Mississippi and his mother. This is why I say now, the whole Southeast, Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all of this needs to be purged and cleansed. All you have to do is send out the thought and the intent. Write it down on a piece of paper. Stick it to your ceiling. Stick it on your refrigerator. Recite it. Repeat it. Record it. Replay it. Share this video. It's time to purge. It's time to cleanse. It's time to remove toxic energy that no longer serves our higher good. Okay? Remember, the Southeast is stagnant for a reason, polluted for a reason, targeted for a reason, and it's time for you to be the light worker and to enlighten your consciousness and your vibration to send out intent to start purging that area. Even Oklahoma, let's not forget Oklahoma, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida. My brothers and sisters, the indigenous ones, the ones that have the power and still have the connection to source energy. Listen. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Send out these intents. Don't stop. Write it down. Record it. Repeat it. Recite it. You have to. You have to. Because once I correlated this person's trauma that was through lineage, through repeated oral history, again, repeated oral history, I knew then that we had to take into account to start sending out intent, living by example on a whole nother level. My spirit does not feel trauma or has erased the trauma, the history of my past generations. And I walk proudly and free. But psychologically, there's a lot of people who have bars and bondage on their mind, on their heart, on their spirit. They are in bondage. And we have to send out that intent. We have to be role models. We have to live freely. And we have to spiritually elevate and evolve. And these highly concentrated, polluted areas, you have to send out that intent. And you have to purge. I don't care if it's a robot, android, clone, AI, whatever. I don't care if it's our own people. Whoever is putting out the pollutants, the poisons, it's time to purge. It's time to purge them. Write and recite your petitions. Repeat it over and over and over, over and over and over. Don't stop. If you could do it 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, do it. It's time that we have a global, united intent. And it's time to purge things that do not serve our higher good. The time is now. Now, this millisecond, right now, as you take the breath and listen to what I'm saying right now. Write your intent, recite it. Anybody around you, recite it. Purge, cleanse all toxic frequencies, peoples, pollutants, drugs, foods, anything that's not serving your higher being so that you can stay connected with Source. It's time. And remember, I'm going to say these states one more time because they have been under attack for a long time. Because they don't want us to know who we are, right? Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Tennessee and Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and again Texas. Focus, hone in on that location. Send out your intent. Purge the area. Picture yourself cleaning the water, cleaning the air, having beautiful sunshine, having clean rain. Connect with Source. Phone home. Send out a message to all the babies that are about to be born. Send out a message to all the elders. Send out a message to all the land spirits and all the sky spirits. Send a message out to all the beings that collectively help keep us whole, sane, and moving forward. Do not stop. Do not stop. We do have other energy centers, but this is one we really need to focus on. We really need to focus on the Southeast and the middle Southeast, the Midwest Southeast. It's crucial that you understand what we bring to the table and the trauma that we've gone through. Start actually de-weeding this frequency from people around you. You never have to touch them. You never have to ask them any questions. Psychologically start doing it. Start now. Remove the impurities from these people's heart, mind, soul, and spirit. Remove the rose-tinted glasses from their eyes. Allow them to see the truth. Purge and cleanse the misguided information that has caused us to disconnect from our true self, our true identity, our true being. It's time. It's always been time. All the trauma that has been embedded into our psyches, release it now. Release the trauma now. Release the shaded reality now. Release everything that does not serve our higher good. Okay? Remember, you cannot consume their reality because you will lose your reality. Remember, Lacerta said she has supernatural powers, but over time, living in this reality, she started to lose them. What they used to do before the planet got messed up, they can't really do it no more. They're losing their powers. So, we have the opportunity to gain our powers if we do the right thing. Remove the toxic trauma from the cellular DNA of your fellow indigenous tribal warriors, okay? Tribal people, your elders, the land spirits, the ghost. Release them. Release them. Allow them to come into your reality. Allow them to give you guidance, okay? Release the trauma from your body. Release the trauma from your mind. You are an enlightened, elite, supernatural being. And it's up to you to activate that. It's up to you to program that into your psyche. Repeat this message, share this message, and write and recite your petitions. Burn your candles with the petition. Release the trauma from the Southeast. Release the curse and bondage from the newborns. Release the unwanted DNA that was traumatizing and anchoring us to not believe in ourselves. I am one with the universe. I am one with creation. I am one with the universe. I am one with nature. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.